Welcome back to Improvision Entertainment. My name is Huntermun, and this is American Truck Simulator. And we are about to start a pretty long one that's going to pay $74,000, which might be the most I've gotten off of a mission yet. So, popping into full screen, we just attached the trailer. I guess we'll run 30 seconds ahead for anybody on Twitch. Sorry about that. But otherwise, we're going to take off, and we're going to start heading towards Eureka. I believe we are delivering to a winery. So that's what we're doing. Make sure I can see the chat. $19-hour trip, so we will have to rest at some point. Where's the easiest rest stop for me to get to? Is that a rest stop on both sides? Let's try and hit there. I might be able to get there. I expect mistakes. So how has your day been, Captain Soja? Excluding the lack of sleep, I've been doing okay. Then now I think about it, I put the money in for rent, but I didn't pay rent yet. So I should remember to do that after stream is over.
Turn right. Turn right.
Not bad. I only anti-masker. They wanted me to go some website. No, I master evil. Oh, you mean at work? Do you normally have more than one? Because that sucks. I mean, it sucks that they exist at all, but like... Go to this website and find out what masks are evil! I can just, you know... They'll swallow your soul! They'll swallow your soul! Also voted in the poll. Nice. 2 a day? Okay, hold on. I'm not sure if being under the desk is the problem. I don't normally... Okay. That's not the right button. I mean... That's just what they want you to think, Captain Soja. In actuality, it's like wearing a pacifier, right? The mask is actually sitting on your face, sucking your soul out because nothing can stop it. That's how it works. That's how they get you.
Get ready to turn right.
Dude.
Turn right.
Let's see here. By the way, Captain Soja, have you looked at the game, Valheim? I think is how it's spelled, or said? No, Valheim? What is that? Is that a Kremlin? Or is that just a snake? What is that? Oh wait, that's the lizard, Pogface or whatever, right? That they replaced it with, I think. I have. Rob is playing it, so are a bunch of people at work. Yes, I now have a copy of it. I believe Cody and Two-Fly have it. Carl might be picking up a copy of it. So you'd have a bunch of people to play with. They recommend 3 to 5 players, but apparently it does go to 10. And it's definitely got more... I don't know what to say. It's got a little bit. I don't exactly want to say Monster Hunter, but it's kind of like you can tell the enemies are sort of like they're dumb, but they're also the way you take them out. Like sometimes requires thought when they come in groups of like at the beginning of the game, whatever, you got deer and you got boar and you got these little grayling dudes who come at you. It's no big deal. But like when you start going into the bigger areas and they start coming in like groups of 5 and 6, and some of them are spellcasters and stuff like that, like the communication stuff is pretty good. Not to mention, you know, being able to reshape the land and build all these Nordic style buildings and stuff like that. And you know, it's always nice when a game that's got like 5 developers is a breakout hit. I think it's sold like 5 million copies now. So they're already like, oh, well, now we have the money. Let's add a bunch more crafting stuff because that's the thing people keep asking for with like the buildings. And we'll definitely have a situation where we can like expand this and expand that and stuff. And, you know, good for them because what's there is giving me hope for a procedurally generated, like San Andreas or aesthetic style, like driving mission game. Something that I've been trying to formulate in the back of my head because the way it streams data and keeps track of players is really cool. It's basically the survival game equivalent of having proper rollback netcode. So basically the game is only keeping track of people who are in close proximity to each other and not necessarily everything that's between all of the people who are playing. So you only have to worry about your immediate connection to the people who are nearest to you. Actually kind of works like Forza Horizon 4, actually, now that I think about it. You only really have to... Only the NPCs or player characters that are ghosted nearest to you are what it's thinking about. And as a result, it really seems like it could be pretty scalable. Like I said, it goes to 10 right now and they recommend 3 to 5, but based on the technology as I understand it, it seems like they could really go bigger. And I'm not one for playing survival games like Minecraft or otherwise alone, but I have played it for a number of hours by myself in addition to with other people. And going out, chopping down trees, coming back, putting wood into building a place, like, I don't normally do that, so there's definitely something there. The atmosphere is great. Like, I'm not even big into Norse mythology, like I know a bunch of my friends are, I believe you included. It's definitely a game I need to make sure that Loki Mun has heard of. I will say that. Let's see here. Still got 18 hours in this trip. I might have to go to sleep twice. It is 4 in the morning, so sun is coming up. I think it's Valheim? I think it's Valheim is how you say it. But I've heard just about everybody say it a different way every time. Is that a state sign? Nope. It's on my list to play, but I want to update.
Go straight on.
You should go faster. You must go faster. Must go faster. It's on your list to play, but you want to update your video card? Oh. Yeah, I'm pretty happy my video card's doing as well as it is. I have determined that even though I don't have any problem playing games in 5K resolution, I cannot play them in 5K on the computer and record them at 4K. I can record stuff at 4K, like I'm going to be doing Okami, probably tomorrow, but I can't I can't do the playing and the recording of 4 or 5K video on the one computer. I will need a second computer to do that. So as much beefy power that this machine has, it has its limits. I can get, I mean, I can get like 30 FPS, right? But the thing is, I think most people prefer frame rate over resolution. Yeah, one to record, one to play, exactly. That's basically what I'm doing right now when I'm going to be doing the Xbox, right? Xbox One X can do 4K visuals, so I'm going to be playing Okami in Xbox One X enhanced mode, and that's going to allow me to play it in 4K resolution. And because it's a separate system from the computer will also be able to record in 4K. So I'm going to record in 4K, play in 4K, stream in 1K, because unfortunately Twitch does not support 4K like Mixer did. Otherwise I would stream in 4K because I think bitrate wise, I think I could handle uploading a 4K stream to Twitch. It's just that Twitch doesn't support it yet. I think it wants you to have like 10 to 12 Mbps upload, and I think we have 15 or 16, so if nobody else was using the internet, I could upload a 4K stream. But as far as I know, Twitch doesn't support it. Going for a little bit of an achievement run here, by the way. I am going to be going in the direction of the 2 final cities that I don't have location on in California in this game world. I have all of Nevada and all of Arizona cities are visited. But when I go up to this vineyard in Eureka, I will be near 2 cities that I haven't been to yet. The only 2 cities in the current game I can play, because the game currently only has like 3 states in the base game, or rather 1 or 2 states, and then 1 state is a free DLC, something like that. I have access to 3 states, is what I'm saying.
And then exit right.
Keep right and then exit right.
Exit right. Turn
But
right.
still, I'll be able to play Okami in 4K and record in 4K. And then we'll see if anybody cares. Which is also, since you did the poll, that's part of the reason I'm asking the question again. You know, because I figure ask it like every 6 months or so to get a good feel. That's why I'm asking the question about whether people care more about frame rate or resolution. Because my current thoughts are, basically, if I am able to... If I have the option between 4K, say 30, and 1K 60, then I'll probably go with 1K 60 because I think that's what people want to see. And I will try and go for 4K when it's 4K 60, which Okami, to the best of my knowledge, is. It's 4K resolution, 60 FPS, so the best of both worlds, and I definitely want to do that. Though a lot of people are answering indifferent, which is kind of how it was when I last asked the question. I think equal number of people at this point have said frame rate, resolution, and neither/both are important to me. Like, so it's actually coming out even the whole way. Yeah, I hear you. Frames to resolution. In fact, I think the only time I wouldn't do frames over resolution is that, so, one of the reasons I want to record in 4K is because, you know, differentiate the channel on YouTube, because YouTube does support 4K. But, what YouTube doesn't support is 120 Hertz. So even though I have a television that can do 120 4K, and even though I now have a capture device that can do 120 4K, YouTube doesn't support 120. So, if I had an option of running a game at 1K resolution and 120, or running it in 4K resolution at 60, well then I'd probably just run it in 4K at 60 because no one on Twitch or YouTube can see 120. Like, it just can't happen. I can do 4060 at 4K, that's fine. I don't have a 4K monitor, so 4K isn't important to me. Wait, I thought your television was 4K. Don't you have a smart TV? Hey, $7,000 from Elizabeth. Nice. I thought you got a new TV that was 4K. And I imagine it has YouTube built in, right? Yeah? You don't YouTube on it? The kids do? Oh, well. Well, there you go. That's kind of what I'm saying. I just like that dropping the bitrate on the streams has... I'm trying not to have it affect the recording, but Twitch kept complaining that I was sending it too many bits. So I dropped it to its recommended, but its recommended is much lower than what I can do. I just don't know if anybody watching has noticed a difference. Once I dropped this game's resolution back down, it seems to have gotten pretty solidly 60 again, so I'm happy about that. Might check out 4K, but I don't have much I watch that is newer. Sure. Well, I'm just lucky that my video card, or my AverMedia, allows me to pull in 4K, so now I'm not even playing console games on this giant TV that's way too big for this room and very hot, because not only can I play games instantly on the computer screen in the preview window, but I can also play them in 4K because I have a 5K screen. So I can actually play 4K games in my room now. So that's pretty cool. Not just for playing in 4K, but because it means I can record it. I don't have to like do some shenanigans by plugging the computer in downstairs with the actual 4K television or trying to get that thing up here. I can just play it on the computer screen. Yeah, I'm not going to notice as much a difference because this is only a 27-inch screen, but and I'm sitting pretty close to it. But it's good that I can do it. Hey, income from another driver, 5,000. Wow, that means when we get to the end of this mission, we will definitely be able to get that Tucson warehouse I was looking at. Sander wants me to carry him to bed. I'll be back in a bit, so just lurking. Oh, you should be able to exclamation point lurk now when you want to do that, Captain Soja. It should have a special lurking color thing. And also you can do exclamation point unlurk if you want to stop lurking. I think all it does is put a message into the chat. But like if you want a quick shorthand for it, it exists now. I'm going to be making a lot more of those commands, and I might put something on screen that's gonna like scroll by and tell people commands. I don't know if that would be obnoxious, but maybe not. Did I miss my stop? I plan to stop. Is it soon? It's soon. Okay, we're good. This is a long-ass trip, though. No joke. But, you know, see you in the future. Or... Okay, so I'll need to be going left here at some point. Alright, so let me see. What to say. So yeah, I've been playing Valheim. Valheim? Valheim? I've been playing it, and it's pretty good. I'm way early in the game. We only just got to the Black Forest in our last sitting. And it was determined that if we want more people to join us, we might need to set it up on somebody else's box. And I was like, well, who has the beefiest box? And of the people who I know currently own the game, I think I do. So I started trying to set up this way station thing. Basically a little house that I could, you know, put a couple of stories in and a couple of beds, and I didn't do it very well. So I'm gonna reevaluate my project, because I need to basically I don't work at Lowe's like Dr. Zanf does. I have not learned things about home design and whatnot. So I think I understand the ideas behind like bracing and oh look, more income. And load-bearing walls and stuff like that. The game actually cares sort of about that when you're designing your buildings, and somewhere on the third floor, I started having problems, and I think I'm gonna have to more efficiently map out the actual like building struts. I think like doing a proper house of cards, I'm gonna have to better fortify the lower levels to be able to have higher level stuff. Because the spacing I was working, I think, was fine if I kept it at 2 stories. But I misdid the arc of the roof, and I refused to go back on it, and that was a mistake. So I think I'm gonna fix that. I do wish the game had ladders, though. Its stairs are a little iffy. Okay, that's the character Jean.
Go straight on.
When we come up to this way station in a second, we will pull in, we will get a rest, and I think we will still have to rest again before we get to the end of this trip. That means if I snip this together for YouTube, that this is going to be crazy long. So, there you go, YouTube. Leave a comment below if you like these long videos, basically mostly single trips, or if on distances that I'm pretty sure are going to take an hour to an hour and 15 minutes, would you rather I chop them up? And if you would rather I chop them up, would you rather I uploaded them to be viewable the same night? Or do you think I could paste them into the next day and that would be acceptable? One of the questions on the current poll, for example, is, do you watch any of the videos on YouTube? Do you watch YouTube at all? And what is your preferred length of YouTube videos? And I want you to answer honestly, so I don't want what I'm about to say to affect your vote, but most people so far are saying 15 to 30 minutes, which means a lot of these videos for American Truck Simulator are just going too long. But it's kind of, what's it called? Oh, I should probably also gas up. I'm kind of in for a penny, in for a pound, basically. I have... The videos are now uploading far enough into the future, and I've already done it, that by the time you got to me asking this question in the playlist, you probably would have already given up if that was going to be how you're doing things. But again, if you are watching, if you haven't said yet in a previous video just as a comment, then feel free to do so now. Alright, we're going for a rest. This has been Improvision Entertainment Presents American Truck Simulator. I've been Hunterman, and I will see you in the future.